And we are down. Yes. Alright. So let's show off some of my creations. These are all old ones. Not very good build. Um okay, let's show the big one. Let's start with the big one. Okay, this is it's supposed to be able to leave the planet with this one, and yay! Did work so well though, did it? Was it? Nope. Well, let's see. Maybe we didn't damage too much. So this chip is purely hydrogen. It's supposed to be a build that you can build if you're on the planet and haven't found platinum yet. It's kind of heavily armed. Yeah, it has connectors, so you can use it as a transport chip and also to gathering resources up in space, like platinum. That's mostly what you need. It has just a walkway. I just built this for fun to try it out. Doesn't really have any ramp down when you land and stuff like that. It does have airlock though, and artificial intelligence as well. No, not artificial intelligence, artificial gravity. Everything's working, medical station, several players can fly this shit for every reason. Let's see, all spotlights. Catwalk light. Yeah, it has different light here. So, yeah, so you can control. This is for other players. So you can control. You can put them on as automatic as well if it's just one player. If you wish. The same one. It's one in the rear and one in the front. Okay, so I build it like this, and it will turn on this ones. And this is what I mean. It will be able to leave a planet. Has an oxygen generator and a shit ton of hydrogen tanks, so it will sustain itself airborne and be able to leave the planet quite easily, as you can see. Different can turn out like that. Lots of buttons. Yeah, it's just a simple build I made just for fun. I didn't do, well, it's not one of my best builds, but whatever. I haven't really built that many large ships yet. So, well, anyway, let's continue to watch another one. Okay, let's take another one. We have, oh, this is old shit. This is a really cool one. We have the Aurea, which is just a atmospheric fighter. Nothing special really about it. It just has two Gatling guns and flies. Yeah, it's really fun around with. It's nothing special at all. We also have, that's the Mark 1. We also have the Mark 2, which is a slightly upgraded version of it. It also has two rocket launchers. Just normal ones, so you can only load it up with 2 rockets. No, 4 in each, so you can have 8, but it shoots 2 of them simultaneously. It's the same build, I just remade the front a little bit, as you can see. It's a little bit different due to I need to make place for the rocket launchers. Let's fly it just to see how it works. It can also go stealth. I don't really know how that works, but I guess it does. Let's try it out. So it can. So it can. It's a good fighter, I guess. It's nothing special, as I say. It's just standard vanilla stuff. Has a light if you need to check something out, but you're not really supposed to use that one. It's just fun flying around with it, I guess. As I said, it's really nothing special. It's just normal stuff. You can make them lighter. This is only light blocks, but I really like to put a skin on my ship, so to speak, even though it gains some more weight. But it's a pretty decent fun ship to fly around in. Let's turn back to my other ships. Nothing special really. One of my newer creations though. Well, let's get back. The other one, the yellow one, the Mark II. What was the name is? Aumus. Let's see. Aurea. I think it's really fun to name all of my. Whoops. Boom. Okay. It crashed. As I said, it's nothing special really. You have to be careful. Well, I like to name my creations after mythological creatures, or usually Greek gods and whatever. I think Aurea is like a goddess of the mountain. I just think it looks cooler to have a cooler name on them. This is one of my. I have a lot of earlier builds which I did when I just started out the game. We can take a look. So I made these ships in survival. Oops. Well, yeah, that didn't go so well, did it? Well, this is an earlier version of this one. This is one I made in creative. It's just a bigger, badder version of this one. As you can see, it has a lot of atmospheric thrusters just to be able to not use as much ice, hydrogen. So to save it for just to space and stuff like that, simply just to save fuel. They all have jump drives, of course. Yeah, whatever. Let's take a look at another one. Oh yeah, here's the Antius. It's basically it's let's see if I can get. So this motherfucker is heavy. It's like all the front is just heavy blocks, and then it just get lighter in the back because you're not supposed to fight with the back. Also, this one is it's really heavy. A little bit harder to drive, but as you can see, the cockpit is inside to protect the flyer. Everything is inside, it's just covered up. It has reloadable rocket launchers and a aiming camera. So does this one actually, when I think about it. Yep. This motherfucker is just, as you can see, here's the inside. Everything is just hidden inside. To protect it all. But this one is not supposed to be in battle. It's supposed to be outside battle and just shooting at stuff from a distance. And it's, as you can see, it's really heavy. Also, this one needs to stay upward because it doesn't have enough thrust to keep it afloat from any side. This can do some massive damage at bases from a distance. Let's see, It's a little bit dark now, so whatever. Can't really see anything, but it can reach really far. Let's see if it can reach the tree over there. Yes, no problem. That's pretty far away. Not many turrets will reach that far. Actually, no turret will reach that far. So this one is a creepy motherfucker because he's supposed to creep up. Also, he has a turret on the top just to help. It can shoot down any other missiles or small ships, just to have some more protection around you. As you can see, many of my smaller ships always have a small reactor on the outside. This is simply due to I build them so I can make them in 3D printers. And when you do that, they will not have, because they're large reactors and lots of small reactors, all connected. But you need something just to power it up. Many people include a battery, but they just take so much place. And you just have one smaller one. You can see I also have it on this one in the front. No, it's on the top actually. As I said, I do it for, you're supposed to be able to 3D print out this fairly quickly. Anyway, let's go on to another one. Let's do the Mark 1 of my Pegasus, one of the creations I put in the most work into. This is actually just a prototype. I built this one for fun, just to test the limits of land vehicles. And I had quite a lot of fun building this one. As you can see, it's this one is the first build, so it's not very well made, but I built it so it's supposed to be able to go really quick and handle a lot of terrain. This one doesn't really. It's a very crappy build actually. But it was the first one. Nothing special at all really. It can give some extra space. It can actually, that's why the name Pegasus, because it can actually fly. Anyway, let's get out of that one. I don't really care. And it's supposed to handle a lot more damage. This one is poorly built, and I improved on it, and I actually made the Mark II, which is slightly better. This one I upgraded, so I made it heavier. I made it slightly longer and also put a Gatling in the top. This one is slightly better, not really good, it's too low. It's so how the wheels, when you do like jumps and stuff, they can actually hit the frame around them. That's why I had to redo it. But it still works kind of well though. It's very similar. I early noticed when you go for really fast vehicles, make them turn with the front wheels or turning with wheels at all. It's like you have to go really slow for that actually to work. So if you put on a boost, you can actually see that it won't really do anything at all. You can see nothing really happens, and the faster you go, the less will happen. It won't turn at all actually. So let's get out of that one. It will continue forever. Let's go for the Mark III, which is the latest build, which I put a lot time into to just try to get all the stuff working. So you can see it's I put the wing higher up so the wheels won't bump into it. I made it slightly more heavier actually. I put on more heavy armor blocks. But essentially it's just the same build as the Mark II. This one actually has also an ore detector in it, so I actually built it so you can play it like a scout rover actually. So you can, and also this one is, I put a lot more time into the suspension, everything. So this one can actually travel much faster and much more safer, can handle terrain. I also, I capped it for about 200 kilometers an hour, but that's just the safe speed. if it can actually handle way more faster, like over 300. But you have to be really careful over 300, because you can just slide the slightest bump and you will lose your wheels really easy. But as you can see, it can handle SEF really well. It's also better to turn with just using your mouse instead. It can also fly a little bit. It's not constructed for flying, but it can fly actually. If you put it on, it can actually. And this is mainly just to help it jump over you know, obstacles and whatever. It's also supposed to be able to handle, you know, see, crashes. Whoop. See, nothing really happened to it. It's very sturdy. You can run over trees or whatever. Let's see if we can find a hill to climb. It's supposed to be able to climb hills. Okay, we are at a hill. Now let's see. This is not really bad and bumpy hill, so it's not really that hard to climb. But it can handle itself really well. Let's see how it happens when you turn off this one. You have to be more cautious though. The best build for a land vehicle that's supposed to handle really tough terrain, it's actually better to add more wheels. But I wanted to go with this design, so I tried to optimize it for this design. That's why the wheels in the back are so big, and yeah, whatever, just to get a better grip. But while the front wheels are more designed just to be able to yeah, make it drive more properly, and yeah, also take quite a hit. As you can see, it's really no problem at all driving over hills and obstacles with this one. You have to be careful though. So the wheels are really sensitive to sideway bumps. So as long as you bump into something from the front, it will be okay. But as soon as you start gliding on the side and you bump the wheels on something on the side, they will most likely just come off. But it has no problem climbing hills whatsoever, just bumps right over them. Let's see if we can handle. And see, it can go pretty fast as well, even though this bumpy ride. So it's really not that big of a problem. So let's get back. Let's see if we can go down the hill instead. Let's be a little bit careful. Let's be a little bit careful here. Yay. Let's see here. Yep. Not really that big of a problem, is it? Whoop, tree. Not good. Up, 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 up. As you can see, it can actually just glide down mountains if you really like to. And we need to brake this motherfucker. So let's see if we can do a good landing. You have to be really careful. It's really easy to forget how fast you are going with this one. All right. Worked really quite well, did it? We're driving over 300 kilometers an hour. It's no problem whatsoever. So it's actually a real good build that I'm really happy with. But as I said, you can actually play around with this quite a lot, but it's not really made for that. If you're playing survival, you might want to go a little bit more slower. Right, so let's check out some other creations I've done. Other creations. Okay, we have Athena, which is a building ship. It has a wielder, and so it's supposed to be able to wield. It's for survival, so you can wield large constructions like bases or ships. As anyone who played, you know, wielding like heavy armor blocks, it can take quite some time. And it's actually really easy. You have a camera, so you can see what the fuck you're doing in closer range. It's the same thing. You see, it's a starter reactor over there. For some reason, as you can see, it blinks. I don't know why it does that. It's not supposed to, but it does. It's really fucking annoying. Some kind of bug. I'm trying to fix it. Remove the cockpit further back and whatever. It's the same problem. I don't know why. It's really fucking annoying. But it's how the game is I guess. You can have a bit of lighting, also a little bit downlight. Nothing really special. We also have a second generation of this one, which is the Hercules. Where the fuck? There. Let's see. So this one is more like a working ship. This one is it has a grinder. So this one is supposed to be able to cut down ship wreckages in smaller pieces, and it has a lot more thrusters. Let's see if you can get this motherfucker off the ground. You won't fly for me, why not? Ooh, it's heavy. Well, oh yeah, I built this one for a base I had with other players on a server. So it actually has, you push 9, see that? Will give warning lights and extra, 3 extra thrusters up. So you will be able to, let's see if we can put up a wreckage over here. So let's turn this shit off. For example, we can take this one. Can aim. Let's pick up a wreckage. There. Let's see if we can. There, boom, and it can just. You can fly into the grinder pit, wherever, to your base, do whatever you like. You can grind it up if you want to. Make it into smaller pieces if it's too heavy or whatever. So it's a funny ship. You know, working ship. All my working ship are in gray, black, and yellow. Mostly gray and yellow. What do we have more? We have Hercules. Yeah, we have Tartarus as well. This one is no. Which one did I take? Oh, this is the Mark II. We don't want that one. That's experimental. As you can see, I have an X, which means for experimental, and 1, and the number is just for every time I made some update or edit to it, whatever, just so I can keep track of them. I decided that when I'm really complete with a build, I'm going to remove it. So I'm not going to do any more changes. I have not done so yet because I'm still learning this fucking game. But let's see, let's find the Mark 1. the Mark 1 Tartarus there. So this is a mining ship. A lot of lights. I'm actually really happy with this one. The difference between this one and the Mark II is just the sheer size. So let's compare them. So this one is bigger, way more bigger. However, it needs more power. It only has one large reactor. So this does this one. Because I tried this one out and I filled it with ore. Totally, I just filled it all over. And it can still fly really well. Like it wasn't really heavy at all. So I decided maybe I could now build it more, build it out so it gets bigger. And I did, but yeah, and it works. The problem is that it need more power. It just needs way more power. So this is not a complete build. It's not ready. I don't really know if I actually need to make it ready, because this one can still hold a lot of cargo. It has 3 drills, a medium cargo container, and also the connector. You can fill it all up. It can spit out a lot of stone automatically, quite a lot of it. Also, as you can see, the drills are a little bit offset. It's 1 block in, and this is actually a good idea I had to try it out. Let's see if we can angle this one down. Many times when you build a grinder, a mining ship like this, you put all the grinders in the front. That means that to get an effective drilling, you need to put the nose down. Since this one is so heavily built and doesn't really have, it only has 4 smaller ones to make it able to steer a little bit more easier. But it's not supposed to be in this direction. So it's actually supposed to be a little bit tilted when you pick up whatever you need. And I tried it out. It works really well. It has cameras back and top and back if you are in a narrow tunnel, if you dig yourself in and need to find an easy way, because it doesn't always work to look around, because there will be stone and whatever in the way, so it can be hard to look around. So cameras like that. It has a lot of light. As you can see, it's nearly blinding. And when you're in the tunnel, when you dig yourself underground, this is really useful, because you will have lots of light to look around you. You can see everything. I thought I went a little bit overkill with all the light, but actually you need them. It's really good to be able to look around properly and see. To see everything around you properly, because it's just such a big build, really big build. But it works extraordinarily well actually. Alright, let's see if I have anything more. I don't think so. I'm going to... That was dangerously close, wasn't it? Oh yeah. Whoop. I forgot to turn it off. Well, it's really shame, because I had I was playing on a server with other people from Sweden, and we had a good time. Unfortunately, this game is kind of broken. It's still in development. I can't speak. Whatever. They're still making this game, so it's a lot of bugs in this game. So if you're playing multiplayer server, you never really know what's going to happen. There's a lot of lags. It's really dumb. So we had a base. I built like 95% of the base, and it was really fucking cool. It had catacombs, 3D printers, a huge factory, manufacturing refineries, everything automatic. You just dock your mining ship, and the base will just suck everything out. It will sort everything. Really fucking cool. Everything. I was really proud of that. But I can't access this anymore. It's because the server is just takes too much memory when you play that long and build that much. which really which really is a fucking shame. Well, so we were talking about starting a new one with only in space and asteroids to minimize the impact on the memory of the server. So I guess I'm going to need to do much more building for spacecrafts instead of crafts on the planet. But I just think planets are so much fun, actually. It's really a lot of fun. So yeah, I'm pretty sure I'm going to make more videos in the future because I just love building. And yeah, I just love building, and that's pretty much what this game is about. It's to build stuff. You can play, but as I said, the game it needs a lot of work to function properly. So yeah, that's pretty much it. Yeah. So yeah, that's it. That's my playing with Space Engineers so far. Yeah, I thought as I said, there will be quite much more coming later. The more I build, I will, and probably try to fix it so the sound will be better. The sound is horrible, but it works. So yeah, see you next time.